So, for Israel to go through this journey, even to take 40 years in what should have been a 12-day journey, you realize it's an old issue. It was a wisdom issue. And it was older. Israel had not attained a certain knowledge, a certain understanding of God. Yet they were stewards of these great mysteries, and they were keepers of these covenants, and their bloodline spelled very old relationships with God. So there are things that he would not let happen to them. But it seems as though that there was a necessity for him to remind them of who they were with God, touching the wisdom that they must carry. Am I communicating? Let's continue. So, 38 years they spend on Mount Seir, the inheritance of Esau. They've gotten to a point where they find glory under the inheritance of a lineage that was not chosen by God. Remember, these are sons of Jacob. The sons of Jacob have been dispositioned, right? Taken out of position to a place where they are now settling for the inheritances of Esau. Are you following me? But God keeps that journey for 40 years until they enter the promised land. And the first thing he gives them, one, he tells them, you're going to start digging for your food, right? Because there's responsibility in this realm. Second, he says, from today I'm going to now allot territories to you. The conversation of territories comes at the fullness of the inheritances, right? Now, those of you who appreciate territorial influence, you must understand it doesn't happen in Egypt. It doesn't happen in the wilderness. It happens in the promised land. It's when now he starts to give them boundaries. Tribe of so-and-so, this is how far you go. Tribe of so-and-so, this is how far you go. And then they build life from there. Now, the delusion is that somebody either has a wilderness mentality or an Egyptian mentality, and you're trying to teach them territorial truths, positioning. So to get them here, you must firstly take them from Egypt through the wilderness and plant them here. Then we can talk about territories. Otherwise, if you don't understand this, then you cannot have revival. Because Massachusetts is not just an address on the map. It's a territory. And it has spirits that rule it. It has gates and it has thrones. It has systems that control it. It has systems that control it. And you might be a slave of that system. You might be a slave of those spirits. Or you might be in the place of the wilderness where your vision has been delusioned to a place where you admire a lower order. You are admiring the inheritances of Esau and his children only because you have forgotten the true covenant you have with God, or you lack the wisdom to build with the covenant God has given you.